Okay, so now we're going to start the last subsection of this chapter, and where it's going to be covering changing map representations. And so we're going to start with this theorem, and we're not going to give a proof because it's going to be evident from the diagram given. Okay, so it says to convert from the matrix H representing a map H with respect to B and D to the matrix H hat representing it with respect to B hat, D hat. Use this formula. Take the H, we multiply on the left by this representation, this identity mapping, and on the right by this identity mapping. That will give us the new matrix, okay, matrix H hat. Now, in the first subsection, it shows how to convert the representation of a vector with respect to one basis to the representation of that same vector with respect to another basis. Okay, so we saw that in the last subsection. Now what we're going to do is next convert the representation of a map with respect to one pair of bases to the representation with respect to a different pair. And so in this example, or what we saw here, we're changing, or we're converting from the representation BD of H to the representation B hat, D hat of H with respect to those. And so that's where this diagram comes from. Okay. And so just like before, the vertical arrows is where the identity mapping is coming from, right? Just like when we started the last subsection, and then going from one subspace, or excuse me, one space to the other has the horizontal arrows. So to move from the lower left to the lower right, we can either go straight over, right? Here. We can go straight over, or we can go around. We can go up to V with respect to B. Then go over and then down. So we can go this route, right? We can go here, here, here. So we can either go across or we can go all the way around. So we can calculate H hat okay, so H hat right, and so what is H hat? That representation is what? Well, that's going to be with respect to B hat, D hat of H. Okay, so we can either go directly by using B hat and D hat, those bases, or else by first changing bases, then multiplying by H, and then changing bases with the other mapping. which is what we're doing right here. So we're going one way, right? So we're changing bases. Then we're multiplying by h. And then we're changing again to get there. And that's it.